Doctors are responsible for making life and death decisions and often deliver the worst news people will ever hear. That can be hard to deal with. News Channel 5's Jesse Knudsen found that while it is tough, hospitals are now helping their doctors to cope.
A hospital can be a place where you receive great news, like the birth of a new child, and unfortunately, a place where you can receive devastating news. And that news is usually delivered by a doctor.
One of the things that can be really stressful as a healthcare professional is sharing bad news with a family member or with a patient.
Dr. William Cooper with Vanderbilt University Medical Center says while showing emotion and compassion can help patients cope, sometimes it can impact the doctor negatively.
Patients will often make observations about their encounters with healthcare professionals that signal that something's not exactly right.
Vanderbilt Medical Center has specialized training for doctors based on the stresses they may face on a day-to-day basis. And they also have wellness resources, encouraging their doctors to come forward if they're having emotional troubles.
We recognize that people need to be able to say, I'm not okay. We're here, I may need help.
According to a recent study, burnout rates among pediatrics residents at Seattle Children's Hospital range from 41 to 77% depending on their year of residency. And while that's just one hospital, it models for the industry. At Vanderbilt, they actually monitor their doctors to make sure they're all right. And if they notice something is off, they'll take the doctor aside and try to address the problem.
If I'm a healthcare professional and someone tells me that they're concerned about my performance, it may not feel so great, but in the end we find that physicians really benefit from having surveillance, being able to connect to resources that can help them.
Only 3% of physicians account for 60% of staff complaints, and Dr. Cooper found through his own research that when these doctors are given help, they almost always correct the problem.
That if you can't take care of yourself, it really makes it more difficult to take care of your patients.
In Nashville, Jesse Knudsen, News Channel 5.
For a lot of doctors, all it takes is leaving the room and taking a deep breath. But more and more hospitals are going in the direction that Vanderbilt has gone and providing resources for their doctors.